Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and today I'm doing a quick review for Figment 2 Creed Valley on Xbox. Now, this was a very interesting game to play. I'd never played the original Figment game before playing this. I wish I had, like I say, because this game was epic. So these are action adventure games where you basically explore the mind of someone. Basically, you're working your way through as a guy called Dusty and his little bird friend Piper, and basically they're trying to clear out these nightmares from the backs of people's minds. Now, the original game has been out quite a while now. I think it's been out. It came out in like 2017, I believe, so end of 2017, and it's developed by Bedtime Digital Games, who also published it on Xbox. Now, this is a follow-up to that game. It was released on the 9th of March 2023. Big thank you to Bedtime Digital Games for sending us a copy to do this review, because I'd never heard of this game until then, and I feel like I'm missing out, so I definitely am going to go back and replay the original game. So, in this game, like I say, you play as Dusty and his companion, and you're basically traveling through a father and a husband's mind. He's trying to obviously do the best for his family, but he's not going about it the right way. We've all done that in life. We've prioritized the wrong things and stuff like that. And obviously his brain's a bit of a mess. His mind's dark and stuff like that. So you're there basically to sort of clear these nightmares and blockages up. Now, in the game, you will work your way through a variety of extremely gorgeous environments, completing puzzles, fighting these shadow nightmare bosses in unique boss fights. And all in all, it's really, really cool. Now, the boss fights especially are really cool because they're all like, it's like a musical. They've got their own like theme songs. They're singing along as you're fighting them. There's very much a beat to their combat and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. I was not expecting that when I first started the game. I was like, oh, this is going to be one of those like deep indie puzzle games where they look gorgeous and they've got really sort of tricky puzzles to keep you going. But actually, I was totally wrong. And the end of the first area, I'm fighting a giant like pig that's singing away to me on a stage. And I was like, well, I can't complain. Now, the whole world is sort of rhythm based, so you're going to see lots of musical sort of instruments and stuff built into the environments and stuff like that. And I did like that as you progress through the story, you eventually get to explore the mind's two fundamental states, so like open mind and closed mind, and you're able to switch between these states, and it sort of shifts the environment and stuff, and it allows you to complete puzzles in a certain way and stuff like that. But you don't get that straight away, but when you do get it, it is, like I say, it does like make the puzzles even more interesting. Now, combat wise as well, you basically have a sword and you'll be jumping and dodging your way around enemies' attacks, clearing the way, defeating them to then move to the next area, hitting the bosses and stuff like that. At times, you not only are you doing combat, but you're also trying to do sort of like light puzzling as well at the same time. So you need to get used to the combat. It's not super difficult, but it's all about you sort of dodging and then getting in at the right time, waiting for attack patterns to finish and stuff like that, and then avoiding attacks and then running in and hitting them when they're like lodged in place and stuff like that. Now, this game also includes a co-op mode. So I only played this solo, but you can play this with a friend in local co-op, where one of you plays as the little bird friend. So that's nice that it adds to it. This would be a fun game to play like as a couple, and it's just very interesting. Like I say, it's something I've not seen before. I love that they've sort of drawn from like all the emotional experiences, sort of like joy, sadness, stress, anxiety. You can relate. Everyone can relate to it in some way because we've all been through this kind of stuff. We've all had these kinds of issues in our life, unless we're extremely lucky. But I doubt it. But the puzzles, like I say, aren't overly difficult. You may have to sort of think about it shortly and maybe try one thing or two before you can fully understand how to complete them. But a lot of the time they're very sort of straightforward and interesting though. They're never boring, which is nice. Now, this is a absolute charming game. It's very polished. It's not the longest of games. You'll get through it in about 5 to 6 hours, depending on your skill level. It looks great. It's optimized for Series X and S. It supports smart delivery. Honestly, it's really, really good. Like, for an indie game, I would expect a lot worse, but it's got great soundtrack, and the sort of the musical elements with the boss fights and stuff like that are great. The environments are very unique and colourful and well designed and drawn and stuff like that. I love that there's there's puzzles, but there's also combat. It's not like overly heavily all puzzles or overly heavily just combat. It's a mixture of both, and at times you're having to do slight puzzle, like in the boss fights, you're having to sort of do light puzzle things to then be able to do combat with the boss, and I thought that was really interesting. There's a whole host of collectibles and stuff to find and memories which sort of explain a bit more about the story and stuff like that. And like I say, once you've completed the game, you also have chapter selects. You can go back and replay certain levels to get the achievements you may have missed. So overall, really, really good game. Really, really well polished. It's priced at $21.74 on Xbox, but you're going to get a very polished experience with gorgeous graphics, interesting puzzles, and everything like that. So check it out. It's available right now. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.